Hi friends, how are you all of you? Right, Andy? Excellent. We are entering into the second last chapter, that is Nuclei chapter, that is the third part of the modern physics. Now let us do some more questions according to the new syllabus. Okay, na? Open చేయండి my textbook. Now let us enter into the next part of the video, that is one word questions. And one word, this is the fifth video, please. Fifth video, one word questions. One word questions అండి, ఓకేనా? సో ఓపెన్ యువర్ బుక్స్ అండి, టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ తీయండి. సింపుల్ వన్ వర్డ్ ఆన్సర్స్, 1 మార్క్ అనమాట. హార్డ్లీ ఇట్ క్యారీస్ 1 మార్క్స్. ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ చూడండి, హూ డిస్కవర్డ్ న్యూట్రాన్ అండి? న్యూట్రాన్ డిస్కవర్డ్ బై చాడ్విక్ అండి, సైంటిస్ట్ చాడ్విక్. ఇంకా పూర్తి కావాలంటే జేమ్స్ చాడ్విక్ is the name of the scientist who discovered the neutron andi, James Chadwick andi. Second question, what is the average number of secondary neutrons emitted in the fission, that is nuclear fission of uranium 90 to 235? యాక్చువల్గా అయితే 3 న్యూట్రాన్స్ వస్తాయి ఎవ్రీ ఫిషన్కి, బట్ యావరేజ్ అడిగాడు కాబట్టి యావరేజ్గా 2.5, యావరేజ్గా 2.5 secondary neutrons are evolved, and that is the second answer, please. Originally అయితే 3, but average గా 2.5 approximately. This is approximately. Okay na? Next, third question, one word. Define mass defect అండి, ద్రవ్యరాశి లోపం అడుగుతున్నాడు, డెల్టా ఎం. So we know what is mass defect. చూడండి, mass of the protons plus nucleons, that is A minus Z. These are the mass of the neutrons minus the stable nucleus. This is what you are defining the delta M, and mass of the constituents present inside the nucleus to that of a stable nucleus. The difference is called as delta M. Otherwise, it is the difference between the mass of the constituents present inside the nucleus, that is nucleons, protons and neutrons. A mass minus the stable mass, that is equal to delta M, and it is measured in AMUs, atomic mass unit, and 1 AMU is equal to 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kgs, because atomic mass కాబట్టి it is measured in AMUs. Extra information అండి. Next one, fourth one, why is the mass of the nucleus less than the sum of the nucleons? ఇదే అడుగుతున్నాడు. Why the mass of this one is less than this? What is Einstein's equation? E is equal to mc square. Energy can be converted into mass, mass can be converted into energy. So some portion of mass is gayab అంటే it is converted into energy. What energy? Binding energy. Some portion of the mass is converted into energy, binding energy, to make the grip of the nucleons. Therefore, that is why this mass is greater than the stable nucleus. Mass is converted into energy, energy is converted into mass. So some portion of mass is converted into energy, and that is binding energy, to make in tight with the nucleons. Nucleons grip గా ఉంచడానికి కోసం. ఓకేనా? నెక్స్ట్ వన్ అండి, ఫిఫ్త్ క్వశ్చన్. ఫిఫ్త్ ఏమన్నా చూడండి, వన్ వర్డ్లో, విచ్ పార్టికల్ యూజువలీ ఇనిషియేట్స్ ఎ ఫిషన్ రియాక్షన్? స్లో మూవింగ్ న్యూట్రాన్ or thermal neutron. N01 is also called as thermal or slow moving neutron. That is the answer, slow moving neutron or thermal neutrons. Next one, sixth one, what are the elements produced in the fission uranium 235? What are the elements produced in the fission uranium 235? In general, when it is participating with this one neutron, slow moving neutron, first of all it goes to the excited state, that is 92 236, and gives rise to barium and krypton. 36 91 56 142 plus 3 neutrons plus 200 million electron volts. This is excited state. So barium వస్తుంది 56 142 isotope, అలాగే krypton వస్తుంది 36 91. Those are the released. Okay, the sixth question, that is in one word, Let us go to the 7th one word and please. 7th one. Note cheskondi. 7th question. Second last one or second before one. What are the number of protons and neutrons in sodium 23? But manaki sodium 11, 23 cheyandi. So this is atomic number and this is mass number. So number of protons and the 11, 11. And what is A minus Z? That is 23 minus 11, that is 12. So 12 number of neutrons are there. 3 lo 2, 1 is the 2, 2 lo 1. So 11, 12 and 11 protons and 12 neutrons in sodium 23 isotope. Next, what is binding energy? 8th one. So whatever energy which is required to break the nucleus, same energy is required to form the nucleus. Whatever energy is required to break the nucleus, same energy is required to form. That is called as minimum energy. Minimum energy is required to break the nucleus into constant. Minimum. It is the minimum energy required to break the nucleus into its respective nucleons. Nucleons ante protons plus neutrons present inside the nucleus. So this is minimum energy required to break the nucleus is called as binding energy. The same energy is required to again form the nucleus. 8th and over. Last and final question. 9th one please. From one word questions. Last one. Last ఏమంటారు ఒకసారి చూడండి. 9th one. What will be the ratio of the radii of two nuclei of masses A1 and A2 please? Masses ఇచ్చాడండి, ఒకటి A1 ఇంకోటి A2 ఇచ్చాడు. is asking the ratio of the radii అంటే R1 by R2 అడుగుతున్నాడు. According to the Rutherford's equation, R is equal to R0 into A power 1 by 3. So here this is a constant kada. So R is proportional to A power 1 by 3 mass number. లేదా R by A power 1 by 3 is equal to constant, and that is equal to R1 by A1 power 1 by 3 is equal to R2 by A2 power 1 by 3. దీన్నే మనం రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా రేషియోస్. R1 by R2 is equal to పైకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది A1 by A2 power 1 by 3. That's all. So the ratio of the radii is given by ratio of their mass numbers A1 by A2 power 1 by 3. That's all and clear. So these are some very few questions, 9 questions from the chapter that is nuclei and one word questions, only 1 mark it is. Again we'll be meeting in the very short answer questions, okay, in the next video, right?